Hello YouTube, welcome to Spirit Island. We're going to play an introductory game to the Vital Strength of the Earth. This is meant to be an introductory video for people who are looking for a little bit more strategy, especially for a solo game. So just a little bit of background, I've been playing Spirit Island since it came out. My wife and I have played over 100 games of it. We've had a lot of experience with it. I don't have a lot of experience with it solo, I mostly play with my wife. But I have chat here to help out with me, and I'm sure that they'll be saying hello throughout the course of this video. I have it above me here, so you can check that out. So any suggestions that they offer, I'll probably take that into account. So through the combined knowledge of all of our stuff here, I'm sure that you all will learn a little bit, I hope, and get a little better with Vital Strength of the Earth. So this is... Again, we're going to go over a quick introduction of the spirit, and then we're going to jump into gameplay. So let's check out what the spirit's all about. So Vital Strength of the Earth has a really interesting thing, and I'm going to start with that because it's pretty important. And it's going to be right here. Check this out. It's one of two spirits in the base game, and the only one of the introductory level spirits that has an add a presence with its reclaim option. So every single turn, Vital Strength of the Earth is going to be adding presence, and that is not always the case. So it's very, very good for Vital Strength of the Earth to continue adding presence and trying to maintain it. And it's actually pretty easy for it because of its special rule. Any of its special sacred sites defend 3 permanently, forever. It's great. So if you know that something is going to be blighting in a turn or two, you can set it up so that it just doesn't. It just doesn't. And you'll see me do that quite a lot. You're going to see me making use of that innate defense a lot because much of its power comes from that. Even a small defend card makes it insanely powerful. In a solo game, its innate power, Gift of Strength, right here, is not as useful. It's okay. But because Vital Strength of the Earth is more focused on higher value major powers, it's often very difficult for it to play higher levels of this innate power and actually make use of it itself, unless it gets really lucky in its major power draws. So the other reason why Vital Strength of the Earth is really powerful is because of its energy track as well. You have 2 energy, which goes up to 3, which goes up to 4, which then jumps to 6, and that is absolutely ridiculous, and it's kind of needed, but we'll get into that in a second. Vital Strength of the Earth, I think, is one of the more major power oriented spirits just based on that alone. If you get up to 6 power a turn, you can play 2 major powers no problem a turn, and that becomes absolutely incredible. And especially when you have defend 3 in every land, in every land where you have a sacred site, it just overwhelms. So let's look at its special powers, its unique powers. So A Year of Perfect Stillness, I think, is its standout card. It's the one that is kind of the, oh, that's happening. Invaders skip all actions and target land this turn. This is really good early game. It's really good late game. This is one of those powers that is good pretty much whenever. It never gets bad. The only downside is that you have to be 1 away from it. Oh no, whatever will you do? The second power that you have is Guard the Healing Land, and that is remove a blight, defend 4. You know how I said even a little bit of defend is good on Vital? Just defend 4. So in case you didn't already have it, you have more. And also, on top of that, you get to remove Blight. So there's often times when I've played this spirit where this is like my only card left in my hand just because that's how I played the hand. And I just use it for its remove the Blight ability. And because I'm already defending for all of it. So the defense, I find, is almost a secondary thing to its remove. It's remove a Blight 1 away from where you are. That is a very good power. And you're almost always going to have a sacred site, and it's very easy for you, especially in a solo game, to remove Blight. So don't really worry about Blight happening on the island because you're like, whatever, I'll just remove it later. So that's great. Vital Strength's only cheap power, unfortunately, is Draw the Fruitful Earth, and it lets you gather 2 explorers and 2 Dahan. This is also a really good power for one really big reason, and it can potentially let you prevent 2 builds. And during the play of this video, you'll probably find out why it's happening. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Also, Dahan being in the same place as explorers, always a good thing, especially because you have innate defense. It's amazing! So all of these things are synergizing really, really well, and it's really going to be fun. And then the last one is Rituals of Destruction. This is Vital's only damage-dealing power to begin with. But don't let that dissuade you, because it's kind of a banger. So it does 2 damage in a land with Dahan, 1 away from one of your sacred sites. Again, keep in mind, your sacred sites really don't go away because you have all that defense. So it's really not hard for you to care about sacred sites. The range is almost a non-issue, especially with the solo spirit. The target land is the one that's a problem. You need to target a land with Dahan. And that's where the Draw of the Fruitful Earth is really where you're going to come out swinging here, is because it lets you gather those 2 Dahan so that you can Rituals of Destruction. But again, these are all great, but don't forget that you can get 6 power return and play major powers. And almost every single major power deals a lot of damage or kills invaders really, really, really well. And so you will not have any problem dealing with that. So why don't we jump into the game and see what happens. My first play is almost always to gain a power card and add a presence so I can make a sacred site in my second location. So it starts with 2 presence in a mountain, and in the highest mountain, and 1 presence in the highest jungle. So you end up over here for the most part. So I definitely want to add a presence here eventually. So let's see. 1 away. So I really want to get so that I can touch this jungle. I don't want to just leave this all by itself. So it might actually be better for me to add a presence right here so that I can at least get in range of this jungle. But jungle is not going to be a problem this turn. Oh, hey, look at that, chat. Hey, chat. Thanks for having me. You're like reading my mind. It's amazing. So this land is going to ravage a lot in the next turn, but I can just defend it. Don't forget that I do have one of my powers, Guard the Healing Land, is just remove a Blight, defend 4. So I can defend already, no problem. That's not really an issue that I have. So I might want to gain a power just so that I can see what... I want to get 1 minor power early game so that I can either have it so I can play it multiple times with other things. And do I want 3 energy? Or 1 card play? Okay, so this is an introductory game, but anytime that this happens right here, where an explorer shows up in land number 2, this is pretty good because you're consolidating all of your invaders in 1 land. Almost every single card in the game targets a single land. So the more that you can conglomerate things into a single land, the better. And the more that you can push things away from the inland land, more towards the ocean, the better you're going to be. And so my initial thought right now is to get 3 energy right now, make a sacred site, gain a minor power, hope for a 0-costing minor power, which is here. Does it really help us? Again, our innate powers are not super important, but Lure of the Unknown is an amazing power because it lets us gather 1 explorer or town for free. That's amazing, especially early game. So I might actually want to... I was going to play a Year of Perfect Stillness on this land and just prevent the build so that it wouldn't happen. But I'm almost tempted to just play Lure of the Unknown, save my energy for future turns. I think that's a better option here. I only get one card play, and so I can because this is 2 away. I mean, the target land is a land with no invaders, and that's the only downside. So I wouldn't be able to pull this town into this land, or I couldn't move this explorer into this land number 7. That just wouldn't work. But I can pull this, because it's 2 away, I can basically target anywhere. I can target anywhere. Why don't I do that? So I saw Nipocros, you said that you can also push that town back on C7. I could, but this is going to get a town anyway. So even if we explore wetlands next turn, this town is going to build. So I feel like it's going to be better if I try to. Oops, hey, come back here. Finish playing cards. I'm gonna gather this explorer into that land. So then I only build here. I'm just going to let this ravage. And the reason for that is because I already have... see, there's the explorer in the wetlands. It was going to happen. So this is going to ravage, and that's okay. I have five Blight that can go down early game, and that's not a huge deal. By the way, Zuropa, thank you very much for following. I really appreciate it. All right, so we have... I do not want to gain a power card this turn. I'm going to want to add a presence at 1 distance and gain an energy. And I think what I'm going to want to do is add a presence here. And the reason for that is because this already has a Blight, and I do not want to... Ooh. Oh. I just had a thought. Okay, I'm thinking 1 turn ahead. I'm thinking of this card. Guard the Island's Heart. Defend 4. It has defend 4. Keep in mind that my Sacred Site defends for 2. So I can defend in Explore and then build for free just by putting my presence there. I think I'm going to put my presence in land number 8. Yes, I defend for 3, not 2. Correct, Azure. And the reason for that is because on my next turn, I'm going to gain a power card. So this turn I'm going to place in land number 8. Next turn I'm going to place a presence in land number 8 again, allowing me to defend in land number 8. And also use my Guard the Island's Heart next turn to not only remove this Blight, but also defend here, killing the town in the city, the town in the Explorer. So that's actually going to ramp up. So thinking about knowing what the invaders are going to do in the next turn, you should also be thinking about what you want to do, not just this turn, but also next turn. So that's what I'm doing. I also need to drink some water because, oh my gosh, it's very, very dry. So let's get some energy. So I definitely want to work towards getting 2 card plays because that's very important. So I'm going to place right there. And I did not even think what I was going to play this turn. I think I want to play this. And the reason for that is I'm going to just let this ravage, and that's fine. It's fine. 1 ravage on the coast, it's fine. And again, it's super easy for me to remove Blight. It's not a big deal. And the reason why I'm playing this is because if I get a Jungle Explorer or a Mountains Explorer, I'll be able to pull both of the Explorers into a single land and super defend there. So it will make it really easy for me to do it for next turn. So this is going to be really helpful for next turn. And also it's super cheap. So next turn I'm going to have 10 energy. So I can get a major power for a ton and then just explode. It's going to be phenomenal. It's just going to be great. So I'm just going to play that. Again, I only have 1 card play still because, again, Vital takes a long time getting going, but once it gets going, it's literally unstoppable. And you'll see that later on. It is literally unstoppable. Okay, so nothing's going to happen. They're just going to ravage in sands. Oh no, we ravaged in sands. Whatever will we do? They explore into mountains. Okay, so that's not horrible. Let's see here. So I'm going to pull both of these. This one and this one, both into there. And then I'm going to gather both of these Dahan into that land. There we go. Just because I'm assuming that this will build eventually and it's just going to happen. And I'd like to be able to have some defense here just in case. All right, so I'm still going to keep with the same thing. I'm going to gain a major power card. I'm going to get 2 of these. Major power. Show me the money. Cleansing Floods is not bad. It lets me remove even more Blight. Only if I'm coming from a wetlands, though. So I have 1 wetlands here. I do not have anything here. But I could go there next. It wouldn't be hard for me to move into that land at all. That's super easy. And do I have any water? I do have water. Do I have water here? I do not have water. All right. So this is okay. It's 4 damage. 4 damage is a lot of damage, and it removes Blight. So that's good. I really like that. And I can basically perpetually remove explorers from that. I also get a sun, which is good. So again, my innate power here, my innate power really wants Earth. And again, because all of my stuff costs 3 or more for the most part, it's almost like I would almost always need this level to actually make it useful. So unless I'm getting an Earth in addition to other things, it's really almost irrelevant. So I can ignore my Gift of Strength pretty much forever and just focus on what is the major power doing. So this is good because it's just Defend 6 and a Fear, and it replaces cities. But I do not have the things to really repeat it, so it's not that helpful. Vengeance of the Dead would be good if I was paired with another spirit that was really good at destroying. See Lightning. Lightning is very good at destroying things, so pairing Vengeance of the Dead with Lightning is excellent. Power Storm is not very useful right now just because target spirit gains 3 energy, but you just spent 3 energy. Also, you can repeat a power card by paying its cost again. I mean, it's kind of like my innate, but worse. I mean, it's okay. I'm leaning towards Cleansing Floods here just because it's 4 damage from a wetland, and I can almost guarantee myself getting from a wetland. And if I get good minor power draws in the future, it's very easy for me to get additional water. So, like, it could make it really good. And honestly, frankly, 4 damage with Earth is excellent because most of the damage comes from the Han anyway. So I'm going to go with Cleansing Floods. And I really like these cards, though, just because of how cheap they are. And Lure of the Unknown is excellent, especially for like just removing things super fast. The land is getting pretty covered in invaders. Nepikros is correct. Am I pronouncing your name right? I don't know. I'm thinking that this might actually be... the chat box might be better somewhere else. I'm gonna move this over here. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm gonna just move it right there. There we go. All right. If I could align right, I'll fix it for tomorrow, for Saturday's stream, but I don't want to mess with it too much while I'm recording. So let's see here. I think I'm going to get rid of Lure of the Unknown. man, I don't want to because it's really good. Because next turn, there's going to be no invaders here. So I can pull into here really easily. And I can even pull this in fast. Oh no, not next turn. Never mind, not at this turn. Yeah, it's probably the best choice in this particular thing. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's fine. I don't like it, but that's just, I think that's the best option. Alright, so Cleansing Floods this turn? I don't know if Cleansing Floods this turn is a good idea. Because I really want to Cleansing Floods here. That's what I really want to do. I kind of want to save Cleansing Floods for the next turn. Oh, that's a good point. So there's going to be a city built here next turn, so that might actually be a good option. You're right. I should probably do that there. And we need to play this. We absolutely need to play that just because we need to defend here. We're already defending 3 for here because our Sacred Site is here for 3. We need to defend 4 here. Alright, so defend 4 here. And they ravage, they die. That's great. Woo! And they ravage here, but nothing happens. They explore into... Well, that was convenient. And we're going to just do 1, 2, 3, and kill that explorer that just showed up. I love that, like, this explorer is like, oh, look, I'm about to go out and be friendly. And then, like, they just get swept away by a flood. It's like, oh, no, whatever. All right. New question. Do I reclaim right now? I think now might be a very good time to reclaim. Because I can pull the town out of the mountains with my... Oh no, I just got rid of it! Oh no! Crap. Okay, because I can't play both... Oh wait, unless I do this. I could... Yeah, I think Year of Perfect Stillness might be a good action in land number 3 this turn. And then add a thing in the wetlands here so that I can... so I just want to get I want to get a wetlands presence in land number 5. I want to do a land number 5 because I have the floods. So again, for newer players, if you're considering like what should I do, look at your cards. What do they require? Try to do that. that's what you should be doing as much as you can. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get extra energy so that I can play both of my powers this turn. And I really want to try to get up to 6 power per turn because I'm starting to get a little antsy about not having enough energy. And 2 card plays per turn with Vital is pretty good. So I'm going to play both of these. I'm going to stop that from happening. They ravage in mountains. Oh no, they build in mountains. So again, this for those new players, Year of Perfect Stillness works for the entire round. Because mountains were both the ravage and build, land number 3 completely got skipped. And if for some reason the next card is also a mountains, the explorer would also get skipped as well. You basically ignore that land for all invader actions for the entire turn. It's excellent. I need more water. I'm talking a lot. All right. Invaders Explorer. Coastal lands. All right. So this gives me a turn to clear out the internal lands. That's great. So Rituals of Destruction. Where do we want to do this? So unfortunately, it's just 2 damage. Unless a land has 3 Dahan. And no land has 3 Dahan, so it's going to just be 2 damage. Where do I want to deal 2 damage? We're going to Ravage in Mountains, so that's probably the best, just so that I don't have to worry about it right now. And because I'm ravaging in mountains, that gets me a fear card. So I destroy this town, which gets me an extra fear, which gets me an extra fear card. And I still have 3 left to go through, so I still have a lot to go through. So I think that the best option is just to... Why can I not... Oh, it has to be a land with Tahan! No! Oh, crap! Oh, no! Has to be a land with Tahan! Oh, no! Well, stinky pants. That's a bummer. So the only land that I can do this in is here. Well, that was a bummer. All right, hey, I think we're gonna reclaim some cards this turn. I think that's what's gonna happen. And I think I'm going to place my thing here. The reason why I'm placing it here is because I want to set up for a defend in this land, like an automatic defend. I'm gonna gain a power card next turn, and so again, my second growth option, I'm gonna gain a power card and place it 0, which lets me do this here. So that will let me do that there. And because I have a presence, even a single presence in this wetland, that allows me to use Cleansing Floods in any land except land number 3 right now. And land number 3, honestly, not a huge deal. I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. So we're going to ravage in mountains this turn, build in coastal lands this turn, and then explore in something. So ravage in mountains. This is a problem because we're dealing 5 damage and I only have 3 defense. What a bummer. So I can play 2 cards. I can remove Blight. But I kind of want to save that for next turn right here. So that I can remove the Blight and defend. So I do not want to play Guard the Healing Land. I want to save that for this land. So I think I might need a Year of Perfect Stillness right here, unfortunately. As much as I hate to do it, I just don't want this to do anything else. I don't want it to ravage here because I would lose the Sacred Site. But although, here's the other thing though, because I could just ignore that land for now. I lose a presence. Oh boo-hoo. Because all of my powers are at range 1 from a Sacred Site. Yeah, so I have 2 Sacred Sites adjacent to it, so like this is not horrible, and I have lots of Blight removal, as the chat is saying right now. So like I'm not super concerned about it, but I am sort of concerned about it. There's a little problem with it, but there are better things to do elsewhere. You are absolutely right. I do not have 4 water, so this does not even matter. So that's only 2 damage for 3 energy. That's not super efficient. I think this is the right decision for this one because it will almost guarantee me a block. Will it guarantee me? Yeah, this will guarantee me blocking a build for the following turn. And the reason for that is because let's look at the invader deck here. We've already had a mountains, we've had coastal. So there's always in the level 2, there's 1 of each terrain type, jungle, wetlands, sands, and mountains, and there's 1 coastal. In the level 1, there's 1 of each of the base lands. And then level 3, there's each combination of the 4. So we know that this next Explore card could be jungle, wetlands, or sands, and that's it. So jungle, wetlands, or sands. No matter what, this card will let me gather 1 of those explorers from 1 of these lands. So essentially that's blocking a build for the next turn, which is excellent. So this is definitely one card that I absolutely must play. And the other one that I'm going to do is, I think, I'm kind of leaning towards Year of Perfect Stillness on land number 3. I think that's the right option. Because 2 damage right now is not very great. I could get, if I get 3 Dahan in one land, and I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Yeah, this is tough. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to go with my gut feeling here. I think Year of Perfect Stillnessing this, just so that I don't deal with this. Like, I've already dealt with this. I know this is dealt with. This is not dealt with. This, I'm going to defend, remove the Blight, so that I can just get it back again next turn. That's fine. So I'm going to finish playing cards. Let's do this. So Year of Perfect Stillness. Let's let them ravage. Ouch. They build there. That's fine. They explore into sands. Okay, that's fine. And what do we want to do? So I can target... I'm inclined to do this one. And the reason for that is I can pull this one in, this one in. Again, the more that you can focus things in one land, the better. And then I can pull that in. I'm pulling the sands in because I know that it's not going to show up again for a while. Okay. So same thing. I'm going to... And so now, since I've gotten to 6 energy per turn, I basically don't really care about the top anymore. Getting 7 or 8 is not really very good after this point. You really want to try to focus on more card plays. So I'm going to place this here so I'm defending. And I'm going to go for major powers now. Absolutely. All right. So I have a couple options here. This is a really good draw. This is a really good draw. So I have a lot of options here. I have a lot of options, and they're all good. Every single one of these is an excellent card. Wow. Wow. By the way, sign language, wow is this. Because it's W-O-W. It's literally like the word wow. I love it. It's something that I just absolutely love. So, Dawn Paratroopers. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. I just noticed that all of your names are a little bit off of the screen. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's walk through these because these are all excellent. So, number one, as Jag just said, Wraps Wings in Sunlight is Dahan Paratroopers. Also, defend 5 anywhere. So, a lot of people see this card and like, oh, I need Dahan. No. No, you don't. These are 2 separate effects. Move up to 5 Dahan from target land to any land. Defend 5 in that land. This is one of those global abilities. I don't think there is any other card in the game that does this. The only other thing that I can think of is the new promo spirit, Finder of New Way, the Finder of New Paths, or I forget. It's the Hummingbird one, where it just can ignore range. It can just ignore range. It's just like, I don't care. This is defend 5 anywhere. It's excellent. Because especially like defend 5 defends against up to 6 damage anywhere on the island. That's a town, a city, and an explorer. It's excellent. And it's, again, as people are saying in the chat, it's super easy to hit the threshold. You need another card that has a sun, a air, and a beast, or some combination of that. So that's an excellent card to take almost any time, because it's a fast defend 5 anywhere, plus you can move Dahan with it. So if you have Dahan in one of your lands, that's the only issue, is that you have to have Dahan in one of your lands, and then you can move it anywhere. So that's the benefit of that. Infinite Vitality. Again, if you were watching the last game posted yesterday, for those of you on YouTube, hello YouTube, Infinite Vitality lets you give Dahan +4 health, so they have 6 health before they die, and Blight just doesn't go into that land, so Ravage basically is ignored. But yeah, just Ravage is the Ravage is almost ignored. It's just Blight doesn't show up. And if you have an Earth Spirit like Vitality is, it's pretty good to get that last one, but it's pretty situational in my find there. Oh yes, Rapid Wings does not require Dahan. I'm sorry, I did misspeak about that. The target land is any. You can just defend 5 in any land. It's fantastic. Paralyzing Fright. Generally, in a multiplayer game, this is a pretty good card, especially for spirits that have those powers that power up their innate powers. But in a one-player game, this card is just a fear card. It's just a fear card. It's straight up, you get a fear card. And if you can activate the innate, the threshold ability, that's 2 fear cards immediately. That's really good. So before we go too much further, I have we need 2 air and 3 earth. Do I even have another air symbol in my discard? I don't. So this is good because it basically gives me an additional unique power with the addition that it's 4 extra fear. And then there's Tsunami. So Tsunami, if you watched a couple days ago, there was a game with Shadows Flicker Like Flame where I Tsunami'd to win the game. If you're on the coast, you just deal 8 damage, 2 fear, and you destroy 2 Dahan. And if you hit the innate, it's even more. Oh my gosh, I can hit this innate because I have 3. Oh, that's a lot of energy though. That's 11 energy. If I want to activate the innate power, that's 11 energy. But that's almost guaranteed to be a ton of... Oh, man. I think I'm going to Tsunami. I already have a ton of defense. I'm not really worried about that. So, Infinite Vitality, Rapid Wings, and Sunlight on another spirit would be really good. If I could hit Paralyzing Fright's secondary threshold, I might consider it. I think Tsunami is the best choice here, especially this turn, because I'm going to be building in Sands, which is going to be an additional city. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking that. All right. At this point, I think it's okay for me to remove Draw of the Fruitful Earth, because I'm gaining so much energy per turn. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So there is a card in the Branch and Claw expansion called Cast Down into the Briny Deep. You might have seen it in chat just above right here. Cast Down into the Briny Deep is you target a land, you destroy all invaders in that land. And if you hit the threshold, which is sizable, you remove the board from the game. The entire board. If you're playing a solo spirit, that means that you win. Because there's a rule that says if you destroy all your presence, you lose unless you just won. And if you remove the board, there are no invaders left, so you just won. So you sunk the island, but you won. It's great. I've never done it before, and I think it would be very difficult. I think you can only really do it well with River. I think you can only do it well with River. But, yeah. No, you don't lose. It's called a sacrifice victory, Azure. It's literally in the rulebook as a sacrifice victory. You win through sacrifice. It's excellent. I did it once. What did I do it with? I forget which one I did it with. I use. I think it was. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I literally destroyed my last presence using a blight, killed everything using like devouring ants or something. I put a blight down, blighted everything else, but it killed everything in that land, so I won. It was great. So technically I lost, but I did sacrifice win. Yeah, so it was great. Oh my gosh, it was excellent. Also, if you do cast down into the briny deep with fear, with the fear spirit, bringer of dreams and nightmares, you don't destroy anything. You only destroy your presence, but all of the people on the island just get frightened to bits, and you basically win through fear, because every city deals 5 fear, every town deals 3 fear, and by that point, like, you win. You've dealt so much fear that it's overwhelming. It's delightful. Let's get back to the game, shall we? We're going to play Tsunami for sure, because we want to wipe out this ocean, and we want to play Guard the Healing Land to remove this blight. We're already defending here, so we're going to be able to kill this town. So let's do that. So Guard the Healing Land, we're removing that blight, defending for 4. We're going to put the blight right back, but that's fine. We're going to deal 2 damage to this town. Get a fear card. Woo! Yay! They built into sands. We have 2 cities. This is a problem. Kind of, but not really. And they explore into wetlands. Oh no. And now we tsunami here. And we do 1, 2... Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then 1, 2. There we go. I see why you move it over, Handelabra, but still, it's kind of a pain if you're only doing 1 at a time. Alright. So I just got 2 fear cards for the next turn. And if I can get 1 more fear, that means that all 3 of my fear cards will be at level 2. So keep in mind that every fear card has 3 levels. Level 1, 2, and 3. And whatever fear level you are at when that happens, that's what happens. So we want to try to kill a town right now if we can. I don't know if we can. I think the only way we'd be able to do it is by gaining a power card and getting something that kills a town. We're gonna ravage again? Ugh! Sans, what are you doing to me here? Killing me. Ah, I might want to reclaim this turn, so I don't blight again here, because this would cause a cascade. I kind of want to get that back. Ugh, this is tough. Do I want to take an off turn and get a minor power? Because if I get a minor power, I can play 3 cards, and I might be able to play all 3 of them if I get a minor power. That might be a good thing, and then I can use that as a bait for next turn. Let's see if I get a defend. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a Sacred Site here, so I'm just defending here naturally. So for next turn, I can just defend there. Hey, look at that! Defend 5. Only where you are. Unless you have an heir, which is not the case. This is unfortunate. I'm also only going to have 7 energy this turn. I just realized that. Ugh. Yep, they already cost 8. I see that. I see that, Migrant. We're going to pretend that I didn't do that and just go back and choose a different growth option. It's fine. We're still going to do this, though. So always count how much energy you're going to do and get the things that you need. So I'm still going to do this. Or I could do this. If I get this, I could play out both of these, but then I wouldn't really. This would blight, and it would just be bad. Everything is bad here. Oh my gosh. I think reclaiming is best. I'm gonna reclaim. I'm still... Seven energy or 3 plays? That's what I'm debating on right now. 3 play... Like, I think 7 energy is better this turn because, again, remember, Vital Strength of the Earth always adds a presence. So next turn, I can always choose to do this. I should probably do this because no matter what, I can't play 3 cards this turn. Because I only have 7 energy. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And we have 8. So I could play Cleansing Floods. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to play one other thing. Wetlands build. Should I prevent this build? I should probably prevent this build. Yep. Because, again, I'm trying to really go for level 3 victory here. I'm trying to get it to a point where I just need to destroy cities. Because I know I can destroy cities pretty easily, but I just need to control the board enough. So I'm going to prevent the city from building here. I'm just going to try to focus on cleansing floods, killing this city, getting fear, and just going from there. So Year of Perfect Stillness here. I'm going to Ravage here, which sucks, but... Or... So this is going to build, but I'm already defending for 3 here, so the town is going to die. So I'm going to remove this one, just for future. Each player may push 1 Dahan from a land with invaders or gather 1 into a land with invaders. Ooh. I think I want to push 1 from here to here, because then this town will die when it ravages. Next turn. So I'm going to ravage. I'm going to just push the ravage into there. That's fine. All right. Sands and mountains again. Ah, man, you're killing me, Smalls. Ah, this is killing me. Hey, if you aren't already following me on Twitch, I would really appreciate it. Trying to get to affiliate. We're at 30 followers already. That's fantastic after 2 days of streaming. Oh my gosh, you guys are fantastic. So if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're on Twitch, please follow. I can't really have you subscribe until I get affiliate, which is a while. I have to have 30 days under my belt, so that's great. All right, so Cleansing Floods. I'm going to just go ahead and definitely kill the city. And kill one of the explorers. And now I'm at level 2. Yay! Okay. Island spirits grow in power. Yes. So I think land number 2. I'm just giving up on land number 2. I don't know if I can actually save it now. I think I just need to go for a terror level 3. All right. I still will only be able to play 2 cards, but they're going to ravage in wetlands. Wetlands are safe right now, and both of those towns are going to die. So I can basically, in my mind, I'm just like, ravage is fine. Build in sands and mountains. Can I somehow stop that this turn? And if I can't, can I utilize some... This might be a good time to do an off turn. Okay, so what's really great is that when you choose a power, you can choose to do these in any order. So I'm actually going to gain a power first and see what I get. Defend 5 where I am. Oh, this is the same thing as I got last time. Good point. Yeah, this is the same one. I'm kind of giving up on land 2, Migrant. I don't know if it's actually going to be useful right now. I think because you can just keep adding Blight into a land and then cascading it into another one. So if Sands ravage again, oh well, whatever. It happens, whatever. As As long as I'm maintaining things, I can still ravage there and it's fine. Because I'm going to be defending here for plenty. Okay, I'm already defending. So they're going to build here. I'm planning on putting this here already, but a defend card wouldn't hurt next turn. 1 damage per blight. Actually, that's not bad now, but remove blight. I'm leaning towards this because it's 0 costing. It costs 0. It costs 0 and it's defend 5. This is better now, yes, but it is slow. And it's 2 damage in this land. Like, that's all that it really is. I've cleared out the rest of the presence here. And I can't really. I don't need it this turn. That's the problem. But next turn I could use it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna get the 8 energy so that I'm basically netting 2 energy this turn. I'm gonna put that there. I will tsunami this turn. And that's it. I'm just tsunamiing this turn. Just so that I can clear out the city that will show up here. Oh yeah, so this is Spirit Island Digital. This is early access. They have 8 spirits currently there. I've already streamed 3 of them. I'm streaming the rest of the solo spirits, and then I'm going to start combining them into various combinations based on chat feedback. So join me on Tuesdays, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, or Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. And help me play these out, because I certainly would not be doing as well without y'all here. So appreciate it. I think this is all I'm going to do this turn. I'm just going to save my power for next turn. Why does it keep doing that? Streamlabs is being really, really dumb. Hold on. It's being very vindictive with its settings. I don't know why it keeps doing that. For the next one, I will reduce the curse words. I think I was overly zealous with my settings. So again, learning Twitch, it's a new thing. I'm really having a lot of fun with it though, so I really appreciate it. So finish playing cards. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, defend 2 in all lands. Great. Not really helpful this turn. 1, 2, yay. 1, 2, yay. Okay. Build in sands. Ooh, that's a lot of problems, actually. Tsunami the coast. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. How much damage is this? 8 damage? Holy crap! Okay. It does not have local multiplayer yet. I believe that it's planned for it. Yeah, it was just unfortunate we got sands and mountains. Okay, so let's look at our fear cards right now. If we get 1 more fear card and we destroy that town, we win. We just need to kill that town. That city, rather. That city. We need to kill that city. Oh, is it really catching... Oh my gosh. It's really catching that one. Okay, I'm definitely going to reduce it. I was being way overzealous. I didn't know what Streamlabs would do. I'm just using Streamlabs because it was the easiest one to get set up, and yeah, you get all of the chat box and the various other accoutrements that go along with it. I think I need to gain a major power here, and I have to place it at range 0, and I think I'm going to do it right here because it's going to ravage here, and if I want to maintain a sacred site just in case. So we're going to place this here, gain a major power, and hope for something big. So you know how I said I wanted something big? Something fast, something big. None of that is the case. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on. Okay, so here's what I'm saying here. The trees and stones speak of ward. This deals 1 damage and defend 2 per Dahan in target land. And I can push up to 2 Dahan, moving the defend effect with them. So I could push these 2 Dahan in. And... Uh-oh. I just have a bunch of defense. Uh-oh. 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 Zhang's in trouble. Zhang's in trouble. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this. This might be a good option because it lets me defend 20 anywhere. And it also lets me get my last presence out. And I will have enough to play all 3 of my big cards, which would get me the secondary. So I'd get 3 fear if invaders are present. And then Rituals of Destruction should get me the last fear card. I feel like this is the right choice here. Because I'm going to get 3 fear cards off of this. So if you get enough elements, you can destroy that city with trees and stones. Oh, I do have a Dahan already in there. That's right. But if I do that, that means that I won't be able to get to... why do I keep pressing that? It's 1 damage and defend 2 per Dahan in target land. So you have to target the land, but I'd need to push before. So if I did the secondary thing here, I need to target this land and then push in there, and it only defends that land. So that's not super useful, unfortunately. I'm aware of the innate alert. I'm aware. I'm aware. So what everyone's saying here in chat is that I might be able to get to level 2 because I have 3. I would be able to do it with either of these. So if I played Guard the Healing Lands, Rituals of Destruction, and either of these, I'd be able to play any Rituals of Destruction 1 more time, which would get me the last fear, which would let me potentially win. Essentially, these are the same thing right now because I can't really kill any towns. Oh, but I see what you mean. I wouldn't have to destroy the... Oh, I am a fool. I'm a fool, and you are absolutely right. So, I'm choosing this one for reasons unheard of. So I'm going to get rid of that one. So we're going to play all 3 of these. There we go. So I have level 2 of my innate. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to deal 1 damage in this land per Dahan, which is not going to happen. I'm going to push these 2 Dahan in here, and then I get defend 2 per Dahan, which is 6 defense, plus the 3, so that's 9, which defends this entire thing. When this ravages this turn, all of these will die. That's so much better. Absolutely. But then I can defend here and here. Well, I really only need to defend here. I really need to defend here more than anything. So defend here and here. They're going to build in sands, so they're going to get a city here. Ah! So obviously I'm playing these. I'm going to finish playing cards. I'm just going to jump into it here. So one of the things here is this. So I absolutely have to do this. I'm going to target these. 1 to here. 1 to here. So that is now... That should be defend 9. That's wrong. Oh! Oh, that's good to know. This is something I learned from the video game. So it's only those 2 Dahan that give the defense, not the additional Dahan there. Interesting. All right, all right, all right, all right. Huh. Learn something new every day. Okay, so I can do this. I have to do this fast. So which one do I want to copy? This one's defended now, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's defended completely. So these will kill the things there. So I'll get 1, 2, 3 fear from here. And a new town will show up here. So I might want to save Rituals of Destruction for this land. So let it blight. It's fine. Yep, so I'm going to let this blight. I'm going to target... Is this only fast powers? Oh, no, okay. So no, I just have a... Okay, so there's... The way that this works is when I targeted myself with Gift of Strength, I can use a slow power later. It's just not blinking right now because it's not the slow power phase. Got it. Okay. Okay, gonna finish using powers. Each player... Oh, I forgot I had all these things. Each player chooses a different land Dahan. Invaders take 1 damage there. Per Dahan there. Well, that would have been great if I had multiple Dahan here. I don't think it matters. Each removes a town from a coastal land. All right. All right. Let's ravage here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ravage there. Ravage there. And ravage there. And we'll cascade into here. Invaders Explorer. It doesn't matter because I think I've won here. And the reason for that is because I can... It doesn't have Dahan! Son of a... God damn... It doesn't have Dahan. It needs to have Dahan. I always forget that. I should have repeated trees. Son of a... Ugh! Oh, that's so frustrating. Do I have any instant kills? No, I don't have any instant kill stuff. Dang it! Well, I will kill a town there. And I will kill a town here. Alright. So because I can fish for a major and hope for a fast power. And I don't... You know what? Honestly, I have a pretty good shot here. Or do I want to play it safe? So if here are the upsides and downsides. So if I play it safe, I reclaim. I put another presence. Do I put another presence out? I do put another presence out. I'll be able to play 4 cards this turn. And I really only need to worry about the sands this turn. And I would be able to remove 2 Blight. Because I can copy the... I'm pretty sure I can get to copying the remove Blight power. So... Ugh. So I saw that someone posted... Nepicros, you said that major powers are mostly fast. We're likely to get slow powers. You're right, but notice how many damaging powers are in here. No, 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 no. There are literally no damaging fast powers in this discard pile. So I know that there's a lot of things. I know I need to kill a city in the fast phase, but there's no easy way to do it right now. The only way that I can do it is kill it slow. Ugh! We're going to build in jungles and wetlands. And we're only going to build towns. Okay, we're going to play this safe. We're going to play this safe. Because we're only going to get towns. Remember, we only really care about cities. We only care about cities. And do I really care where this goes? Sure. We're going to put it there. Because that's how confident I feel. So we're going to play that for sure. And I want to make sure that I get 2 suns. I definitely want to play that one just so I can move those to Han around. Ugh. By the way, if you're new playing this, look at that target land. If it says target land with Dahan, make sure you have Dahan in that land. Otherwise, you'll be like me and be like a fool. So there you go. So I can't play Tsunami right now because I need a sun. I feel like cleansing waters right now floods is the right way to go. I could play another one, but I'm leaning towards no. Oh, I can't play Cleansing Floods. I need to play this one. Just so that I can get the second level of the innate. Oh, I have 4 plays. You're right. I can absolutely play Cleansing Floods. Good call. This is why I have chat. This is why I have chat. I often forget things. All right, finish playing cards. I think we've won the game here, unless I've done something completely foolish. So we're going to Year of Perfect Stillness here. We're going to guard the healing land here. We're going to kill that and push this here, this here. Because that'll die in Ravage. No, it won't. Undo. Undo. We're going to guard the healing light there. There. Your Perfect Stillness. Oh. Finish using cards. Okay. Oh, no. Undo. Undo. I went too far. Okay. Your Perfect Stillness here. Guard the Island Heart. There we go. This does 1 damage here. We push this here. We push this here. Now we have 8 damage here. The Han will be able to kill the town here during the Ravage phase. There we go. And then we can even do it again. Here? Sure. And move this over here. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with presence, or a city from a land with a sacred site. Come on, game! You're killing me! You're killing me, Smalls! Okay, so they ravage. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Oh, Wetlands 5. Sorry, we're ravaging still. I forgot. 1, 2, 3. I just couldn't see it flashing. I wish the whole thing would flash. And then there we go. We got it. No cities on the island. We win. Wow, that was a game. Holy moly. So I hope you've learned a lesson from here. Make sure that you can get the Dawn where you need to so that you can Rituals of Destruction and not be a fool like this guy, this guy, this guy. All right. Again, thank you very much for watching. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, thank you even more for watching live. This is great. It's better for me if you watch live, but if you watch on YouTube, it's even better. Well, no, it's just as good. I'm still getting things. I'm trying to get going here. All right. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe and follow if you can. So thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video.